with each other that changes and ends up in a different direction from where it started.
I'm just curious, he's a friend of Francis Kelly, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
You look like you're okay when you're dealing with him, but then you become a crack addict in the next scene. Where's the,
It's 2 years later.
why? Why does he become a crack addict?
Oh, he's getting, well, he's out of that, he's getting high.
Oh, okay, that's not.
So that's his attitude. He's working, he's not out, he's not so much, he's getting high, this is wondering why. Anxiety of life. He just said he had lost some family, friends, this, that. And a lot of times he said in there, addiction a lot of times is from anger.
Right.
He's throwing away anger, resentment.
What I love about this most is how three-dimensional the characters are. I really like that, and I think there's a lot of beautiful dialogue, realizations, maybe this is just personal, but I just feel like there's too many F-bombs. Like, it just...
Well, actually, they put them in.
I'm guilty of that.
That was right in there.
Might have thrown.
But the F-bombs, listen, this is the street.
Yeah,
I know this is a street. Okay, look, I know this is street. I know this is what guys do. But there are times, maybe this is just personal, but there are times when I was hearing it so much that I was losing the message. I was losing the non-curse words.
I think that could be changed, because I know it's street talk, and they do say shit, fuck everyone.
Yeah.
I think it could be done in a direction where you call attention to it, just come down.
I just saw when having all of that in there, me not being from New York, okay, being from another place, when I hear that, I can already picture these guys are either from East New York or Bensonhurst or something like that. I can feel that that's the style of it to me.
Yes.
That brought it to me, which was fine. And then this gentleman over here is described him as, he said, he's Puerto Rican or Hispanic or something like that, like he wants to be, or he's trying to be, one of you fellas or what have you with the fellas. But I found that believable to me, and the idea of you dying and you having that feeling for him. Right. Why is he going? He's about to take his life or whatever. I felt that, and I thought that was good. To me, all of that other stuff was fine.
Did you guys pick up that I was trying to save my friend from killing himself?
But
yes.
He's trying to save.
He's trying to save.
Yes.
You're the one that has the issue.
And you all figured that it was 2 years later.
I was hungry to see what the events were that led him into crack cocaine and what was going to happen.
Because you had the issue. You had the issue. He's about to kill himself, or he's in a position where he's going to kill himself, and you want to save him, but yet you don't want to save yourself. And this guy here comes into it and say, well, wait a minute, through God, through Jesus, what have you? And you say, oh, please, I don't want to hear that. Right. Again, you have that.
That's really, I guess that's what Joe's intention is.
Mm-hmm.
So, James, I understand what you're saying, but I'm not sure that that's what this is. To go back and.
Okay. I thought that was.
Well, it would make
material.
it would be a longer film.
Yeah, but no, that's what I'm trying to say. If you read the two separate plays, you would get that.
Okay.
But the thing is that we can try to squish it down to only less than 20 minutes.
No, but I'm saying even if it were a short movie,
Question for an audience.
that's another movie maybe.
I wanted to see more of this because I thought it was good.
Yeah, that's what
interesting.
You're hungry, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Question, what makes you change? What makes you pick up the thing?
Sometimes you just make choices.
No, what made because he turned around, he said it to him. He was realizing with the other guy, like you say, your life is not totally your own.
Right.
And when he had said that to somebody else 2 years ago, now here he is in the same
They're the
position.
same, yeah.
So then when that guy was telling him what, he said, look, I understand you mean good. You mean well by what you do. You do. You wanna know something? I appreciate it, I do. But I can't do it right now. I'm waiting for this guy, and that's not what's gonna be.
Why
I gotta get the
why
next
did you
thing.
ask that? It wasn't clear.
I don't know why he changed.
I think it was a
Now,
flashback
it's a good
thinking about how he saved this other guy. The other guy didn't seem like he wanted to help either. And now he says, I'm in the same
Yeah.
position as my friend here.
No.
And just the thought of his flashback. said,
Well,
"Oh, that's
it's,
interesting."
to me, it's like the thing of like, a lot of the reason why people don't go into AA or NA or something is because even if they're terrible drug abusers or alcoholics, is like, oh, I know I abuse the substance, but I don't want to be admitting that I need help. And I thought that was a really great parallel with the guy who's like, I can't wipe my ass anymore, and he's having to accept that level of, you know, care, the humbling of it was very
Surrender.
powerful to me.
A lot of genuine
Surrendering to a
resistance.
certain,
Yeah.
your destiny.
That's right.
First of all, I didn't even notice the F-bombs.
It's every time I go off the wall.
To me, it just seemed like realistic dialogue.
Yeah.
They sort of
Yeah.
crept by me.
Yeah.
The dialogue seems very realistic.
Mhm.
The characters seem very believable. Somehow, it seems to me the script is incomplete though.
Is what, Jen?
Incomplete. It seems like, yeah, I think I would like to see a little bit more of a reason for this guy to be on crack. And
Yep.
maybe if something more dramatic happened with the friend in his past that he's trying to help.
It happened in the
Maybe
past.
more dramatic.
That made him.
Yeah,
I just wanted this to be, I feel like you're a really talented screenwriter, and I feel like you could write a real movie, you know, that is about this guy and his.
Yeah, but that's the point, they won't take a real movie in the festival.
Oh,
Really?
damn.
You need, gotta be under 20 minutes.
But the great thing about this is that you do leave the audience wanting more. And I think that's what we're saying.
It did that.
Yeah, but
yes.
they really-
Yeah, just in the same line that they are going. What my fear, listening to it, is that it gets too preachy. Preachy is the word.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what I feel is that besides like Roger said about my scene, that under those resentments and those things, there's a lot of pain.
Somewhere.
That's what put all addicts together. And what makes them stop, I think it goes really further than making a choice. It's getting to a bottom.
Yeah.
So that's why they can feel that they want to see where does these characters come from. I think it has to do with that pain, that it's going to give them the treatments, the 3D. I don't know how to say that in English, but the third dimension. You know, it's gonna make them
More real.
yeah, because my fear is that it gets too preachy. That's my fear.
Like almost like a parable.
One, and anything in reading it the first time, any things that you felt.
Harry.
No, I mean, a lot of things.
Yeah.
No, I mean, it's clear, at least to me, for friend salvation, seem to be the two key themes. For my part, playing one Santas, which which is kind of, in a weird way, sounds like on Saint in Spanish. So that's pretty much the first thing I grabbed onto when I read it a few days ago via the internet. You know, I do agree with some of the preachiness, but like the F-bombs and like the cursing, a lot of the humor for me anyway comes out of, you know, they're not living that seriousness. They're like, oh my God, I have cancer. Fucking got cancer, and that weight comes through so much more through the comedy. So for me, the F wasn't, cursing wasn't jarring. It's very New York. It's very street.
Right, right.
And you know, that's what guys do in the streets. You know, it's like you could have the worst of times to be drinking with your buddy on the stoop when, you know, something horrible, someone went to jail, someone got shot, and it's at the forefront. We're talking about it, but we're almost just throwing it away. And I think that's for film anyway. That adds such a
Constantly preaching.
yeah. Well, when you guys, for those two scenes also, smoke
Yeah.
weed, so that's even, you know, that's even more. I never smoke. I hear when you smoke weed, yeah, you get really deep, and it can sound silly, it can be preachy. So, but I don't know how much of that preachiness, perceived preachiness, can be taken care of with writing or the actual act.
Basically, growing up in Brooklyn, I used to see this a lot with a lot of these street preachers and stuff, and people trying to help the local kids on the street, and they would be pretty much like New York. So to me, it was very believable, very, very real.
Yeah. That's it.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys. Very, very good. Very exciting day.
I got stuff he was saying.
I feel like I come in way